Okay, welcome back. Today I have a beer from Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. And this one happens to be a pale ale called Motorman. And it's coming in at a very accurate 5.38%. Yeah, in case you're wondering, 27 on the IBU scale. Let's get right to it. Looks good. Just pour a bit out like that. Nice. Flip that around. Shameless self-promotion. Pretty much tastes like a pale ale. Few citrus notes in there, pretty good. And speaking of Motorman, this young fella lives in a small town, he's dating a girl, and thinks it's about time he gets himself a mode of transportation, so he approaches the local motorman in town, older fella that is always fixing up bikes and cars and such. And he says, "Hey, I'm looking for some wheels, something cheap, get me around, get on fuel." The old guy says, "Oh, I got this motorbike. Just fixed it all up, got it shined up." Kid kind of takes a liking to it, so he buys the motorbike. And the motorman gives him a few pointers. And the last thing he does is say, "Look, there's a lot of chrome on this bike." So he says, "Here, I'll give you this little tin container of Vaseline." He says, "You put that in your pocket, take it with you. And if you hear like thunder or something, rain," he says, "shine this Vaseline, rub this Vaseline all over the chrome on the bike, and that'll repel the water and keep it looking good for you." So young fella says, "Oh, okay, it's good to know, good idea." So he takes the little container of Vaseline, puts it in his pocket, and on his way. So everything's good with the bike, and wasn't long after that he gets a girlfriend, and everything's going good. And the girlfriend says, "Oh, you should come over for supper. Join me and my parents for supper sometime." So the guy says, "Yeah, that'd be great." So they plan it. One evening he goes over for dinner, and he meets his girlfriend outside. She comes outside and says, "Now look, before we start dinner, I got to tell you something." She goes, "In the house, there's a lot of dirty dishes. Don't be afraid of the dishes." He goes, "Okay, well, what's going on with the dishes? Like, why doesn't anyone do the dishes?" He says, "Nobody likes doing dishes in my house. Nobody likes doing dishes. So the rule is if anybody talks while we're eating during supper, that person has to do dishes." And the young fella's like, "Well, shouldn't be a problem. I don't like really talking anyways." So he goes in. Nobody says a word. He sits down at the table. Everybody's eating. Nobody's talking. He's thinking, "No, I'm gonna maybe push the envelope here." So he leans over and gives his girlfriend a kiss, and nobody says anything. He's like, well, try something else here. See if I can do something else to get somebody talking. So he gets his girlfriend to stand up. He pulls her pants down, bends her over the table, and has sex with her right in front of her parents. Nobody says anything. He's like, wow. He's thinking to himself, this is amazing. I can't believe nobody said anything. He's looking around. There's dirty dishes everywhere. He's like, oh, well, maybe I'll try my luck with the mom. So he does the same thing to her. Nobody says a word. He can't believe it. All of a sudden, he hears a crack of thunder. He's like, uh-oh. I got to Vaseline my bike. I don't want it to get all, to tarnish the chrome. So he grabs the Vaseline out of his pocket and he goes to get up. And the dad stands up and says, okay, I'll do the dishes. Beer and a joke.